Oh, Spin Snaker here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we have got the Marvel Legends Infinite series from the Build-A-Figure Marvel's Rhino, Heroes for Hire, Ghost Rider. Now, straight off the bat, first thing I'm going to say is, to my knowledge, I don't believe this guy's ever been a part of Heroes for Hire. Heroes for Hire is not just Luke Cage's and Iron Fist's little company thing, which I think Jessica Jones kind of got involved with. I cannot remember all that. But yeah, don't recall Ghost Rider ever being on there. If anything, I'd have said this guy was part of the Marvel Knights. So let's have a quick look at the packaging and then we'll take a closer look at the actual figure. So as you can see, we have a nice kind of fade at the top packaging going into the Build-A-Figure Marvel's Rhino. Marvel logo at top there, Marvel Legends Infinity Series logo there. Of course, the window view of the actual character, and then Hero for Hires in multiple languages down the bottom here. And a little sign down there. On this side of the packaging, we have a picture of Misty Knight. And then on this side of the packaging, we actually have a picture of Ghost Rider. As you can see on the back of the packaging, you do have a picture of the other figures in the wave, along with the two Marvel Heroes for Hire. Yeah, I have no idea why Misty Knight is on this as well. But here's a close-up look at that bio for those that would like to pause and read that. And as you can see, Ghost Rider is number 5 in the wave. So next up we'll have the Craven. Let's get this bad boy open and see how good he really is. Okay, here we have Ghost Rider out of the packaging. What do we think? Honestly, yeah, I mean, it's a solid figure. And it was one of the first to use this body mold. This body mold has now been used repeatedly for AIM Soldier. I can't remember which one came first, AIM or him. But you have the AIM Soldier, you also have Spider-Noir, and of course the Legendary Rider's Ghost Rider now. And I will do a comparison between them two. He only currently comes with, I'd say, 2 per se accessories. One, of course, is the Build-A-Figure part, and he comes with the left leg of the Rhino. And we'll take a closer look at this when we look at the actual Rhino figure. And the other accessory comes with is the chain around his torso. Now, it is removable, but it's a loop chain. There's not much you can really do with it. I suppose have him hold it clenched up. We'll see. We'll have a look at that, and I will take off him so you can see. But yeah, that's it. No other accessories. Apart from that, it's literally just a repaint of the Legendary Riders one, or vice versa. The Legendary Riders one is a repaint of this figure, I suppose. I do wish the Legendary Riders figure came with the chain across the chest, because even though it's just an aesthetic accessory, I do still like it. So let's have a quick close-up look at that chain, and I will take a closer look at the figure. So just quickly, no, he's not about to start the YMCA. I'm just going to show you quickly how to take that chain off. It's very simple. Anyone with a brain cell can figure it out. But yeah, you literally just slide it up and over the elbow, and I'd say go past the elbow because it does like to get snagged on the collar. So having a close-up look at that chain, it is very nice. It's very simple sculpt going around, and there is some nice weathering effect for the darker areas. I do really like it. I think they might have missed a smidge there, but I'm not bothered about that. All in all, it's come out very, very nice. Comparing to the actual chain that came with the Legendary Riders one, you can see that this one doesn't have any weathering to it, so this one actually is the more superior when it comes to applications, but it does have the cool flame effect. And there you go. If you did want him to hold it, you can get it into his hand. It's a bit fiddly to get in there because it's quite soft goods, but you can get it in there. I don't like it. I suppose it could be perceived as just this thing just curled up where he's waiting to attack, but it doesn't look like that to me. It just kind of looks like he's holding a chain, like a padlock. He's about to go lock his bike up kind of thing. So having a quick look at the actual figure, you can see there is some nice sculpted detail in there with the buttons and the texture of the actual material. Along with the shoulders, they do look really nice, and they do look like they sit correctly. They don't really hinder articulation much, which is also really good. Now the eyes, if you get right in at the right angle, there are 2 little pupils in there, and they do kind of pop. Just if you catch it right, it almost looks like he is staring straight at you, which I do really appreciate and do really like. The Legendary Rider one has them, but just not as bright. Here's the Legendary one. And you can see it does also have them, but they're not as bright. So, and this one's actually a bit caca. But all in all, it is very, very, very cool. The flame effect around the actual neck is also really decent and does look really, really good. You can see like the skeleton protruding through there. I think it'd be nice to put a little bit of white on it, but I'm happy that it is as it is. The paint app's pretty clean. Apart from, I've got a little bit of a blemish there, but this figure is quite an old figure now. No other real paint apps besides the buckle on the boot. Everything else is just sculpted detail, and of course that around the collar. The belt is sculpted in a I stand corrected. I thought the belt was sculpted in silver, but if I rotate around, you can actually see it's sculpted in a black, painted silver. Not quite sure why they've done that. They could have easily just done it in a silver plastic, but, you know, they do these things for a reason. And they have done that with the Legendary Riders one, yeah, look. Not a massive fan of how these stick out. I believe these were done for, what are they called? The AIM soldiers. But, you know, not in the world. And sculpting it in the trousers and the boots does look really good on the back there. And then of course you've got those little gloves at the end. Okay, here we go with a side-to-side comparison with the new and the old. Or actually, rather the old and the new. Of course, here we have the one we're currently reviewing, which is the Rhino Wave. And then here we have the Legendary Rider himself. So as you can see, they're almost identical in sculpt. In fact, they are identical in sculpt. Every single aspect is identical, from the fire in the neck to the skull, to the sculpt to the torso, to the gloves, to the boots. Everything is identical. The only difference is literally the colours. And this guy comes with a chain around his torso, and this guy comes with a handheld chain. What do you think? Which one is your preferred? I think, honestly, I like these colours, but I prefer this one just because he comes with a bike. And come on, what is Ghost Rider without his bike? Okay, so as you can see, this is Ghost Rider's normal head. And here we have him with the Legendary Rider's head. I actually think that does look pretty good. I do like the more darker contrast to the skull, or the actual more scully colours. This one does look like it's a bit more like translucent, more flaming. Damn, I'm torn now. And here he is with the skull that comes with magic. It just looks it's comical. It's like he's all red-faced and full of temper. As you can see, it does fit on the Legendary Rider's bike exactly the same as the other one. I just realised I've actually never put this guy on the bike. I got it, I looked at each individually, but I never actually put them on the bike. And I know he's missing the flames, they're in storage, I don't actually know where they are. It took me ages to find his bike, so basically, but that does look very badass. Yeah, admittedly the colours don't match as well to the black, but it's fudgeable, so easily fudgeable. Guess who's just done his articulation and forgot to press record? This guy. So, for articulation, the head is on a ball peg, so it can go that far back, that far forward, pivot from there to there, and rotate around 360 degrees. There is no hinge, so you cannot go any more than that. But also, you get quite ample because it's such a skinny neck. Because it literally is just a skeleton. The mouth is on a hinge, so you can open that all that far and go. You can really scream at some people. That hurt my throat. Shoulders on ball discs, but due to the sculpt, they will only go up to there. They can go around 360, and these are nice and ratchety. Bicep rotation, double bend in the elbow, and then we have a wrist rotation, really loose and a bit wobbly, and then can hinge from there to there. Has an ab crunch, can go from there to there, so it's quite nice. Mine's has a waist cut, 360 degrees. It kind of ratchets front and back. Tika tips, so we can do a Spartan kick with this leg all the way forward and this leg all the way back of that. And a split kicks of just that. Have upper thigh rotation there. Double bend in the knee. Looks a little bit chunky, a little bit ugly, so not the best. No boot rotation, even though it is a separate plastic. And there's an ankle point from there to there, and can pivot from there all the way to there. And as the late Glenn Webb used to say, this is the first possible splits he can do with both feet still firmly on the ground. And now he actually does look like he's trying to do the YMCA. Okay, size comparison. So, Ghost Rider stands to the top of his Flemetail. Just about 7 inches tall. which is just under, just over 17.5 centimetres. Here he is stood next to Toy Biz's Vengeance. I think that's this guy's actual name. I'm not 100% on that. But they do look pretty badass together. I'm a bit foggy on the history of this guy, but I know he is an enemy of Ghost Rider and like an anti-Ghost Rider. So it's very, very cool. Definitely need to read up some more on this guy. Okay, may have gone a bit overboard with the size comparisons here, because I can't even reach the table so far back just to get them all in frame. But as you can see, we have got Kid Nova, Tiger Stripe Wolverine, Pete 3 and Spider-Man, Bucky Cap, Genisville, Venom, Colossus, and Jewel. Okay, so final thoughts. Would I recommend this figure? Honestly, yeah. If you can't get hold of the Legendary Series one and you can find this one at a reasonable price, then yeah, really, really cool figure. If you just prefer this paint scheme to the Legendary Rider one, but you can only find the Legendary Rider one, just buy the Legendary one and paint it black. Honestly, you're getting so much more with that bike. I'd strongly recommend the Legendary over this figure. But if you have your heart set on this specific figure, then yeah, I would recommend it. It's a solid figure. The mould is a solid mould. The sculpt is solid. The paint apps are pretty good. Mine's a little bit sloppy. But all in all, it's an all-round good, solid figure. So yes, I would recommend it. Just get this version of it. Anyway guys, that is my review. I hope you did like this review. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and tell me, what is your favourite incarnation of this one? Is it the original Toy Biz one? Is it, well, one of the original Toy Biz ones, because that one's actually pretty cool. Totally forgot about that one. I don't think I had that figure anymore. Do you prefer the Legendary Riders one that comes with a bike, or do you like just his classic black look for him? They are all individually cool in their own way. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching guys. I hope you did like this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to catch you in my next one, which is going to be Kraven the Hunter. You guys can tell me I'm an idiot. I'm well aware I'm an idiot. It's absolutely fine. Thanks a lot for watching guys. See ya. Marvel Legends Infinite Series.